You are energy. It's a real thing. I like Spider-Man. I like it. So let's hurry up and do the last piece and get out of here. Give it thanks for y'all for just being here, for listening to me ramble and all of that good stuff. Okay, this is the poem that I was asking for, so let's just do what I was asked for. I'll be obedient to that thing. Niggas don't join the military because it's patriotic. Niggas join the military for money because they don't got it. So what started out as easy money for college, it ended on the front lines in Iraq, but some call it freedom. They say that's what they're fighting for, or some call it justice. They claim that's what they're fighting for. Some even call it revolution. They say that's what they're fighting for. I tell you what they're fighting for. So I listen, right? I listened as he justified his position. He said he made his decision because he needed the discipline. He said since it was just him and his mama, then the army could provide him with the type of family he needed, and I could still see him trying to convince me like this was the right thing. Oh, you know how it goes. It's GI Bills plus college courses. It ain't too many other options for a poor person. I shake my head, because there was nothing I could say that would make him change his mind. He sees the question in my eyes, then nodded, yeah, I'm sure. So now before we knew it, right, little brother was shipped overseas. And while there he kept a journal, and in it he wrote birthdays is the worst days. So today, while driving through the sands in 130-degree heat, I saw all these hands reaching for the truck, and one of them was a woman who touched my shoulder and said, she said, I feel sorry for you, cause you are us. We both suffer from the robbing of our culture, and to work for the same vultures that peck at your soul is like taking a seed, planting it in concrete, and then expecting it to grow. It's a slow death at a fast pace, and that's serious, because that woman never parted her lips. Those were just the words he saw. He felt out of place at 21. Man, you got yourself a gun and some instructions. Kill anything walking, and you hear him talking. Assalamu alaikum. Little young American boy shaking with fear, eyes full of tears, because never once in 21 years did you think you'd kill. And I hear the elders in my ear, you don't train warriors on the battlefield. Poor American boy fighting a war he knows nothing about. But can you tell me why you're there? Now give me an answer aside from the one your supervisors urge you to memorize when you're asked. And he thinks for a moment, then tells me gas and oil, then Bin Laden, and the freedom of Iraqi people. Now I close my eyes, because if only we took the same pride in Africa and ancestors and family and the dreams we dreamt about when we were kids. Now we thought we lived to see forever, never just 2 decades and 1+ year, and so it goes. Red Cross gave a call to his mama's home confirming his death. We guess it was true, that information that somehow leaked out over the internet. She tried to pay it no attention. Nah, that ain't my son. It's just kind of ironic how a couple days ago in a letter he wrote, he expressed how badly he wanted to soar through the sky and maybe fly them airplanes like his granddaddy did. A new school Tuskegee airman. His mama said that was always a dream of his, but she holds her heart. Now hardened like the one in her hand, and the color is purple. It was one of her favorites until this, because now never will she receive that night kiss or that glad I'm home hug she dreamt of so often when he was gone, and now he is gone, and his dream is one of her greatest memories. And I think that maybe this was written for the dreamer in me and all those other. Oh, it's okay. I think that maybe this was written for the dreamer in me and all those other people who doodle dreams in black and white composition pads or one subject notebooks or napkins or anything they get their hands on. All they know is that they hope for the day those dreams will leap off them pages, even if it gotta happen phrase by phrase or word by word or letter by letter. Just let every P and E, let every A, every C, let every E be the perfect piece that pushes pushes you to the perfect place in your process in order to reach that perfect goal. You have to go ahead and dream, huh? Go for the gold. We need no silver spoons, for wealth is not determined by material. Instead, stack knowledge up high enough to climb past the past. Dig deep enough to pull up the last you had to overcome just to remember where you came from and where you're going. You got to go ahead and dream, no matter what the circumstances may be. They say it takes faith the size of a mustard seed, so that means even the smallest amount of light is enough to permeate the darkness. Just allow that spark that's within to touch every aspect of your insides. Besides, God gives visions not just for us to see them, but for us to be them. So no, we don't need to fight for your armed forces. We work with greater forces unseen and powerfully armed enough to fight for us.
Sunni Patterson! Oh my God. Yeah.